that. D square, apron over D squares. Running fake, I need size 9 and never pay. Do a nigga filthy for the right price. Throwing Perignon, lobster and fried rice.
We're getting ready to go live, everybody. Just getting everybody, ready for it. Let's go. You guys having a good Wednesday?
Hey yo, tripods out of Teslas, scraping pots for the extras, body strapping on the regular, run laps around these other rap niggas for fun. That fashion week with the M1, y'all niggas bums, killing designer, serial killer. Niggas thought I was just rhyming iller. Then I pulled out the stick, run your jewels, run the money. You try to run a hop the fish.
Going on at 3:30.
Up like Junior, nigga, filthy rich. Watch my sins with Ace. The law you walk board, this work is flake. I'm a P-fly, bad bitch, stone work. She sniffing so much molly, that bitch knows her. I was on the path, getting money on the ad. Fiends, Millie Rockets, seeing out my work class. If shit slow up, I'ma look prettier in the mask. The cracks in the chip bag, the Mac by the trash. The 45 is big on his forehead. The more times left that nigga more dead. One brick, one brick.
It's good, man.
Not much, man.
Just getting ready, trying to get into the zone, the interview zone. I've been working all morning on the farm and stuff.
Yeah.
How's the babies doing, man?
Doing good. I'm like, she's almost, she's crawling around right now, and he's rolling around. So
you got your hands full.
Form of transportation.
Nice. I see the videos of the stroller, man. You should reach out to them, be like, yo, this is some good advertising.
Well, I did. I'm already like a for them. And about.
Dang, we got everybody piling in. What up, Will? What up, Eddie?
What's going on, guys? Welcome. Thank you, guys.
I don't know everybody's Instagram. I can't match all the Instagrams to the faces, so if I leave you out, man, just shoot me a PM. Let me know who you are. But yeah, we got Branden LaCour and Hannah Klausing today, so it's gonna be pretty good.
Yep.
We told everybody 3:30, so we'll just warm up, see who sticks around before we invite everybody.
Yes, sir. So how's the riding been going?
Dude, honestly, I've been recovering from wheel scorcher. I messed my hand up pretty good. So like the riding that I've been doing is pretty casual, flip-flop type riding. Yep. Pardon?
Taking it easy?
Dude, super easy. Super easy. I hit the trails a couple of times with the guys, and we worked up a sweat a few times. Those getting everybody ready for Race for the Rail and whatnot. They took their footholds off, so I had a good chance to push everybody,
Right.
For about half a board. But yeah, what up, Sebastian? What's good, man? All right, so let's see who we can get in. Let's invite Branden.
Has anybody been watching the Olympics?
Dude, I haven't. What up, Seabass? Clydesdale champ in the motherfucking house by 2 points. Look, we'll have you on after Race for the Rail, buddy. Bible's tapping in. What up, Bible?
Yes, got to get Bible on here. Definitely got to get Mr. Bible on this show.
Hey, Midwest to the West Coast, OG.
Yes, sir.
Good. Float Rider, what's good? Thanks for tuning in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Float Rider. What up, dog?
Good to be here. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Good,
man. What's the heat like in Texas today?
I'm actually not in Texas.
No?
I'm traveling currently.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I'm road tripping. Yeah. But in Texas, it is pretty hot, but it's not too bad. It's been like around 95. Last year it was like 105.
Where are you road tripping, dude? What do you? What's
Yeah.
Yeah, up to Tahoe. I'm gonna go start getting some practice in,
Let's
downhill
get
practice
it.
in, just kind of, yeah, just
Hell yeah, bro.
staying on the road for a little bit. I got a subletter in my apartment, so yeah, it's been good. Got my dog chilling right here.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got
Gotta keep.
the whole SUV set up with a bed in the back. I got a little mini fridge,
Heck
little
yeah.
like drawers for my clothing and stuff.
How,
So yeah, it's been good.
how you finding Tahoe, man?
What's that?
How do you like Tahoe?
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm on the way almost. Pretty much, I'll be getting there soon. But yeah, I asked Dave for some recommendations, so I'll be getting there. And my girlfriend's got some friends there too, so
Right
yeah.
on.
Got through Death Valley though. That was pretty insane. It's really just large stretches of nothing, just heat.
Just makes you really like hope your car
It,
functions proper.
exactly. I'm like, how do people, if they break down, get help out here? Because there's like large, massive dead zones. It's really hot. There's just nothing out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever want to do.
That's why they have all them signs like check your gas, make sure you know what I'm saying?
There's
Like 100 miles of nothing.
200
They mean it.
Yeah.
miles.
Yep. How you
So
guys
what's
been?
the oh man, I've been good. I've been good. Trying to take it easy from wheel scorcher. I got banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, trying to get my guys ready for Race for the Rail. You know, you got 4 Michigan guys coming at you.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
Dude, we're
there you go.
we're putting something in the water up here, man. I swear. It's go
Four
fast.
Texas guys too, I think. No, right.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
guys, yeah. You know, I'm like, you're a Midwest guy, but you're now a Texan guy. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, he adds to the Texas crew. That puts 4 from Texas.
That is true.
Yep. So we got 4 from Texas. We got 4 from Michigan. We got 2 from Hawaii.
2 from
And
California.
what?
Right.
Tennessee or
Yeah,
Kentucky?
Ledford's
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Ledford's Tennessee.
Okay. And then we
Yep.
got
I'm gonna try to jump on the Starbucks internet.
Yeah, do that, buddy. Do that.
Tyler. There you go. No more interruptions.
You like this, buddy?
uh, uh,
He said the golfing hat. Come on, man.
who called it the golfing hat?
Sea bass.
Oh, there he is.
On now.
What up, Kevin?
There he goes. Brandon's back. Got him back now.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so what's the training been looking like for you, Mr. LaCour?
Yeah, I have a background in like solo sports, like track and field, cross country, rock climbing, all that. And so my training kind of mimics that. So I do like drills and stuff on the trails. I bring a stopwatch. I focus on like cornering and doing smaller pieces of a trail and getting better at that. And then also like endurance, like long ride days and stuff like that. And then as well as like obviously Straving. When I Strava with the Feather Boys, it helps a lot because I kind of see where they're at and try to keep up with them. They push me a good amount. So yeah, a mix between everything and try and just keep these legs like beat down as much as possible. Like when I was at Wheel Scorcher, I was recovering from the fracture from my 4th metacarpal fracture at Dirt Surfers. So I had to take like 3 weeks off basically. And then so I wasn't in really good shape at Wheel Scorcher and I could feel it. I was getting tired really fast. The downhill is just a different beast. Your legs get worked differently. Your back leg just gets drained really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to do that event without a whole lot of practice so that I had juice in my legs for finals. So I was happy with myself at how meticulously I performed there, and I didn't put too many practice efforts in so that I had energy actually for the race and wasn't like spent.
That's
So the goal is basically to work my legs to where that doesn't happen.
that's one
At
of the
race
things that I've come to like. It's a strategy of mine, dude. I'm 44, so like my battery is only got so much energy in it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
if I put all my laps on practice day, and like I suffer on race day, so it's like you gotta equal out where you spend your energy when you have limited reserves like that.
yeah,
But
totally. But yeah,
no, a lot
we
of
only
guys
get
get so excited, bro. You get so excited to see your homies, and you just start
yeah,
riding all crazy. And
yeah,
next thing you know, you
totally.
put your best laps down with them, and the race don't even matter. But it's like, dude, I got you when we were riding, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I was gonna say, hey, Odin, stop. Yeah, what was I
Oh,
gonna
Hannah's
say?
tapping in. Let
Yeah,
me
she's trying to
invite
get.
Hannah real quick. Go ahead, keep talking. No, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt.
Uh, no, it's okay. Yeah, oh yeah, we only get 2 days of practice, and we can't show up early at Race for the Rail, so it's gonna be a lot of laps to not only learn the first day's trails, but also the main race trails. And so it's all about having that endurance to be able to put as many laps in as we can to learn before the race starts.
Nice. So one of my questions is to you, Branden, is how did you find the one wheel?
Uh, yeah, my story is pretty interesting there. I used to ride an electric skateboard back when like boosted board was a thing, and I
Yeah.
rode a knockoff, and I fell in love with it. And then I was looking around for like a group to go ride with other people or like-minded people that also have electric skateboards. And I went and rode with the group, and I had a good time. And one guy started to show up. His name was Sly Dog Stroh, and he would just rip around and keep up with us on the one wheel, even though we knew the one wheel was supposed to nosedive at like 22. This was like XR days,
Yeah.
23-ish. And I was always impressed about how he can keep up with us or even lead the pack. And so, yeah, he was always like a big cheerleader for One Wheel back in the day. And he used to get, a little bit of help from them and have tryout boards for other people to try. And so, like, I got to try it out on a group ride. But then the price was up there, and I was still kind of broke back then. And I was like, man, someday, I'll get one of these. And then I
Hey,
slowly, what's up?
Man, there she is.
What's
Hello,
up?
Hannah.
Hi, guys.
So I basically slowly just bought a newer board, sold the older board until I sold the board and bought an XR. Um, and then the rest was history. I was more of a street rider in the beginning for sure because I was in downtown Chicago.
Right, yeah. I think like most of us were street riders when we found the board. And welcome, Hannah. Welcome, the Flow Queen. This is Hannah Klausing. First year of making it to. Is this
hey,
your first?
welcome everybody tapping in. We got a bunch of new guys tapping in.
Yeah.
What up, everybody? I'm sending all these waves. Appreciate everybody's support. Sorry to interrupt the flow, but I had to show love to all the followers, man.
Yeah, for sure.
The question I just asked Branden is the same question I asked you: is how did you find the one wheel?
Okay, well, this is going to be a cliche. I obviously had a one-wheel wedding, and the reason for that is because the love of my life, Kyle, Flow Jesus, he was the person that
What up,
introduced me to one
Kyle?
wheel. I actually was on a date with an acquaintance of Kyle's, and we were walking around downtown Cincinnati, and I saw this guy like just flowing through the crowd, and he had like a Bluetooth speaker on, and he had this helmet, and like there were lights and everything, and I went, oh my God, that guy looks like he's really enjoying himself. And the guy that I was dating goes, oh, I think I know that guy. He's my friend Kyle. Hey, Kyle, come here. So I got introduced to Kyle that way. And about a year and a half, almost 2 years later, that's when Kyle and I went on our first date. And my pickup line to Kyle was, hey, when are you going to teach me how to ride one of them one wheels? So that kind of, it all worked out. But when Kyle and I started dating, I was still recovering from a pretty serious motorcycle accident that took place in the beginning of 2021. So I broke every bone below my knee on my right leg, and I had a lot of metal in it, and it was a really rough recovery. But the first activity that I got involved in was riding a one wheel.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
A great
And
story.
this is my first year. I know that you had started to ask that question about this being my first year race for the rail. It is, and this is really my first year racing in the pro women's division. I raced open last year at Oak City it was, and I got first place, and everybody said, enough of that, you got to go to pro. This is where you got to be. So this year I hit as many events as I could. It was my first dirt surfers. It was my first seek and tread. And I gave it my all with the love and support of all the women in this community, and I was able to really level up.
How do you like competing versus just riding?
So I own a business, and I am competitive for a living. So I gotta be honest. I think I enjoy being with the community and riding more than I do competing. Only because of the relationships that I've established in this community now and just being present here. Racing is something that makes me very uncomfortable, and that's why I love to do it, because it's something that I've never experienced before. It's unlike anything else. It pushes me outside of my comfort zone and allows me an opportunity to grow. Inevitably, every single race that I go to, I level up. So I would say I enjoy both of them. But now that I'm like in the racing scene a little bit more, I think I've developed a whole new respect and love for it.
Nice. Glad to hear that. And
Yeah.
we already asked Branden this. What are you doing to prepare for Race for the Rail? What have you been doing? I see you like work a lot. It's hard to get you to not be working. Have you been able to go out there and hit any trails? Have you had a
Oh
chance
yeah.
to go?
Yeah. So Kyle and I have been every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday, we've been riding all day. So throughout the week has been kind of difficult for me. Besides, there aren't a lot of trails super close to us, so it's an investment time wise to be able to go ride. So just since Wheel Scorcher, every weekend we've ridden. Right now we've been just hitting we're in the tri-state of Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. So we are hitting the underground segments for the Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky underground. And we've just been plowing through all of those. Kyle's got first place in all 3 states right now. So I've just been kind of chasing him and having fun with my Float Tucky guys. Those are my favorite guys in the world to ride with. They always push me. So I have had some time to practice. I've been practicing on actually Jeff Adair's race board that he raced with all year long. Kyle bought that from him at Wheel Scorcher. So I've been riding that a lot, but I've also been riding stock, which is incredibly humbling. I would not have imagined the difference in my riding style when I'm on a stock board compared to when I'm not. So that's definitely been an adjustment, but I think everyone's kind of going to be in a similar situation without a Race for the Rail. So I'm trying to just give myself a little bit of grace and just continue to practice and hope that it helps.
Have you guys gone to that new 6-inch hub?
No, not yet. I mean, I have a 6-inch hub on my wheel that I normally ride, but I have not ridden like the new GTS Rally Edition or anything like that, which is what I plan on racing on. So I like the 6-inch hub more personally. I prefer it.
Actually did. I got it. I ordered it to arrive after Wheel Scorcher, just so I can start getting practice in right away, because I knew that once the 6-inch hub came out, then we would be allowed to race that, and it was going to be a more safer and enjoyable experience. Last time I went to Race for the Rail was 2022, and I really didn't enjoy my time there because they added jumps kind of last minute, and then the tail drag wasn't fixed yet. So not only are you bouncing around this crazy fire road at 30 miles an hour, you're on a 6.5-inch hub, and you're doing jumps with a lip on it that like kick you up, and it forces a tail drag. And if you watch it again, you'll see I can't come off because the tail drags both times.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I prefer the 6-inch hub. I've been riding on a 6-inch hub all year, so sticking to a 6-inch is going to be.
Oh, that's good.
That's going to be what I prefer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, when you,
and I've noticed I enjoy
to ride that tail drag and then throw that weight over that center mass to get out of that tail drag. That's the secret boost, I swear. When you ride with the Michigan guys, that's all you're gonna hear is tail drag. Just.
Oh no! What I was talking about is they fixed that in the hardware or the software.
Yeah, but
so you can ride it
like at
Wheel
Scorcher on the jump line. Everybody, what's up, everybody coming in?
You're talking about years before when he was at Race for the Rail when they first had the GT out. when the GT wasn't, they didn't, before they even made the adjustments on some of it, it was still tail dragging. So until they went in and made the,
You almost couldn't get out
yeah,
of it, is what I'm saying.
the lip,
but it's a
jump,
commitment. It's a commitment to get out of that damn tail drag.
but there was a lip on that jump that was still from them just eating in that dirt. There was a nice hole, and the lip that on the jump, it just went straight up. It was like a launch. It didn't like go forward.
It wasn't like this. It was like that.
It
So it
just
kind of
went
forced your board up.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I missed the first year, man. I was there last year, but I missed the first year. I just watched it on TV.
Yeah, that was
watching
the year
Luke.
that was the year that Kyle
Yeah,
went.
I was there too.
Yep.
So you could
That
probably tell you
was
the same thing.
crazy.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yep. Because they all
Before any of the improvements, it was gnarly.
What up,
For sure.
Shreddy? What up, Max? Everybody tuning in, showing love. Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I think 6-inch hub is going to be exciting. And the whole new format is going to be really exciting. The
I'm looking forward
to let me
holes.
ride the 6-inch hub at Seek and Shred. He had the first one that I seen, and he's like, rip it around, blah blah. Dude, it felt
The responsiveness
so torquey,
too.
so
5-incher,
responsive. Yeah,
5-incher is very floaty, but it's not as responsive. It's like that feel you notice.
Yeah.
you guys are able to use like the 6-inch hub. Are you guys going to bring your own tire to the event? And if you guys are going to bring your own tire, what tire are you going to bring for your for the 6-inch hub?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I am so hooked on the Maxxis. I have just been riding that squishy thing all year, and I'm not really too sure yet. That's one thing that I'm a little undecided on, which tire I'm going to ride with, but I'm kind of waiting to see what everybody else decides to ride with and using their judgment as well, and part of weighing my decision out, especially with the new GTS, the Rally Edition. I'd like to see what people who are planning on racing with the Rally Edition, what they plan on doing as far as the tire is concerned.
The homies here just got a new round of Maxxis tires, and the Maxxis, like you're gonna get some rub with the Maxxis. Yeah. You're gonna have to modify that housing, but that is the tire, man. That's like one of my favorites.
One.
Just easy trail like nothing. Yeah,
it's hard to beat.
I'll probably be trying out the Trail Pro 2. I've really liked it so far.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to put it through its paces some more, and then I'll be like seeing how the Rally feels initially, and then I'll probably toss on the Trail Pro 2 with it.
Nice.
What up, Hayden? Tapping in, showing some love. Man, I love seeing everybody tuning in, man. Even if they don't stick around, dude, it's pretty dope to see everybody tapping in
for a little bit. And like David, so you guys, everything has completely changed. I know from the last time that you were at Race for the Rails. So what do you guys think about the new format for Race for the Rail this year?
I'm excited. I was hoping it was going to be that when I first went, and I think I was even like up there a little early, just getting all hyped on high fives, and then they didn't use it. They did the fire road instead.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really good.
So when you say the new format, are you referring to the fact that they're going to be doing like an exhibition, like a times trials, time trial race to start?
Eliminating 3 of you guys, and only 10 of you guys are going to race on Friday.
That one's a little scary. I like the format is in the trails we're using, but go ahead, Hannah.
All I was going to say is I feel like there's a little, and I hope I don't get any hate for this, but I feel like it is a little defeating to invite 13 people to Race for the Rail only to eliminate 3 of them immediately.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like, why have the people who won't make it, why have 13 people fly out, take off work, do all of these things, spend thousands of dollars to make it work, and then 3 of them are, eliminated. I think that's going to be a bummer for whoever does get eliminated. It's going to sting a little bit worse because it's going to be like, dang, I didn't even get a chance to move forward. But I think that overall it allowed more people to get the experience at Race for the Rail than they were with the original 10, which I think in itself is very rewarding for people just to get to go, regardless amazing. It's an awesome experience. But I will be sad for that day. Hopefully I'm not one of them, but you know, anything can happen.
Yeah, but
I
speak your mind. I'm like, that's what we're here for. You know, don't ever be
Yeah.
afraid to speak your mind about how you feel. And I'm like, you know, that's the way you should feel, because like you said, you guys go to all these races all year round, put in all this money to qualify
Yeah.
for race for the rest, and then
Yeah.
to go there and say that you only get one day of racing and you don't even get to hit the final trail. It's just kind of just
Yeah.
like
And
a team that
I think
says
that
like,
people,
hey,
it's a double-edged sword.
yeah.
I definitely think that there was this situation where they were only inviting 10, and it really made it tight for everyone, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, there's only 10 people going. And I think that them extending it right before Seek and Tread, saying like, oh, they're actually going to take 13, it increased sales for Seek and Tread, for Wheel Scorcher, for all of that, so that because more people were like, oh, there's still a chance, I could still make it. So it kind of just like pushed that excitement. I think it was a good way to build up, you know, stoke for the race and for giving a few more people an opportunity to go. But it's going to be a bummer when that comes. Now, as far as the trail format is concerned, I didn't even get to ride the trails at Race for the Rail when I went with Kyle. I was still such a newbie when I went and surprised him that I didn't even attempt the trails up there. I have no idea what we're getting into. So I'd love to hear Brandon's feedback. You said you're excited about like the trail format. Can you share a little bit about that with me?
Yeah, I'm also going to talk a little bit on the parts that you're talking about. Yeah, I had that same bummer because I was always thinking it was annoying if you get eliminated in the first heat to just be done. And it's different if like they put you up and they fly you out and then you're eliminated immediately. It's not as bad, but you're putting all this time, effort, and money to get there and then you're out so quickly. That's what happened to me in 2022, and it was a huge bummer, partially why I took the next year off because I went to so many races and made it there, and then like the jumps just got me. I didn't prepare for jumps, and they took me out, and I hurt my wrist doing it, and then I had to sit there and watch everyone race the rest, and I drove 24 hours to get there. It's just tough. So on the plus side is if you make it in the time trials, you have 2 days of racing, whether or not you make it through the first heat of the actual day, which I'm planning to actually compete this year for podium, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. But on the plus side, what I want to talk about, Hannah, is back in the day, there's this trail road, or the last 2 years, there's this fire road that you take to get mostly up the mountain to the top. And then there's a bunch of single track that is really beautiful. Imagine a mix between like Wheel Scorcher and dirt surfers, kind of just true downhill trail, right?
Oh
Through
yeah,
the
yeah.
side of the mountain. And it's like this smooth, kind of packed down sand with these
Yeah.
awesome berms through the entire thing. And it's just wide enough for two people to race each other. And it's going to kind of be hard for two people to race each other, but there are spots to pass. And it goes all the way down the mountain. And I originally thought that's what they were going to do when I got there, and they just did the fire road, and they just added some obstacles in between. And so it was just kind of the same as the prior year. So this will be them going back to their roots of like, you know, what is it, like 2020, 2019, back when they used to do single track racing. But that single track, I think, was only single file. Like this one, you probably
You
head-to-head's going to look
can't
pretty
pass.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be able to pass in this one. And they're going to be adding time trials, which will show my ability to do single track because that's what I excel in versus head-to-head. And then also,
Sure.
since it's going to be head-to-head just two people, it's still going to help because like it's still single track but head-to-head. So that's why I'm kind of excited because if I like slam through and get a good placing, my goal is top 2 for the placing in the time trials because then you get to have a bye for your first heat. So trying to come in hard here.
Oh, bye, man. You're supposed to
Yeah.
want to race these guys, bro.
That's,
You gotta prove who's the best, man.
but if you could get a buy,
Get a
right?
Yeah, if
bye.
you earn your bye if you place top 2 in the time trial.
Totally.
Yeah.
Man, these guys come to ride over and over and over again, man. Wait till you see these Michigan guys hit this trail, man. Look,
Oh,
I
I'm
hate
ready.
to have so much favoritism, man, but I've been training these guys, so
Uh,
hey,
I,
I'm really excited to see them eat up the rest of the guys.
I understand your favoritism, but I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, hey, there's other people in the race, and a lot of things have to happen for a racer to actually win. And it's more than just riding. There has to be luck on
Truly.
there.
Bro,
Everything has
bro, who are you talking to about racing, man? Come on.
everything has
Come
to
on,
go.
man. I'll be racing my ass off, bro.
No,
Hey,
I'm
look,
just
I'll be racing my ass off, bro. Come on, man.
so you have 4 Michigan.
Look, those aren't participation trophies, bro.
You still
Come on,
have
man.
riders that are fairly fast. All those riders that are going to be there are very fast. So all those riders have that opportunity to win. All those racers have an opportunity to get lucky and have it go their way.
Yeah.
We'll see how your Michigan riders do without holds, though.
You know,
Let's go. There we go. Look, I want a little shit talking, man. Let's go.
it's
Let's
going to be
get some,
good.
Branden.
It's going to be good.
Hey, we
I'm
were
ready.
talking for the longest time about are they going to let are they going to let the footholds in because they dropped the FSTs. That was before they dropped the rules. Did you get any practice in with footholds, or are you a non-foothold rider?
I personally rode without footholds for the most part. This is my first year with them, so I feel pretty good about riding without them.
Right.
I was also neutral on the footholds or not. I like the not footholds because it creates more competition, because when you have footholds, everyone's really consistent and nobody really falls. But at the same time, people could be more sendy, so it's more exciting to watch. So I'm kind of in the mix between the two.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
gonna
when
be
you
hard to
start
let go
getting
of
past the point of sendy, like sendy's a good word for fucking balls out, dude. Like these guys are doing crazy things with these footholds, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when that's the new bar, it makes it more exciting. That's the thing that I like. And it's not like everybody can push it as far. Just because you got footholds and you're not falling as much, it doesn't mean you can hit the jumps the way that Luke is,
Yeah.
hit these 20-foot gaps, you know what I mean? Air these tabletops. Like,
Are we progressing or are we stalling out? Is it a progression of the foot of our board sport, or is it a complete stall out? Because
we're
I'm
gonna
like,
get an answer. We're gonna get an answer for that in about 17
board.
days.
I was hoping for footholds because now we're waiting a whole nother year to see everyone just like send it super hard, because it is.
I mean,
It
Luke
is hard.
still,
It's technically hard to like ride, obviously, as well without footholds. So it shows your technique and your ability to control the board, but it's not as exciting to watch.
I seen Luke hitting some tabletops without the footholds, and it's like he's got the footholds on still. So like Ricky's talking about, are we stalling here or are we progressing? I think we're gonna see, man, in about 17 days. Like I think the footholds helped Luke become this rider that he is. You know what I mean? And be able to have this confidence on the board like he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I'm still seeing it with him taking the footholds off, because he's sitting there comparing his times and he knows what he did, you know, prior. So he's chasing his old self, bro. That's like literally the only one that can push him, even though we're behind him, calling out for him and stuff. Don't let me catch you, you know, all that shit. He ain't got a chance. He's racing himself, bro, on Hermes and Strava.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
How close are you guys all living and get like within proximity?
Dude, we're all like 45 minutes from each other. Like Hayden, Eddie Betts, Luke, and myself. So we would ride. Actually, we're supposed to ride like today and Friday. Like we ride all the time, dude. So I this my team, man. It's my team. So when I'm so biased, like these are literally my
I get
guys.
it. Yeah, for sure. I
Really?
mean, feather racing is also killing it this year.
Really?
Oh, dude, Jonathan Ortiz, man, we had a great interview with him. And
You know,
every time I see him, bro, it's big love, big smiles.
But don't forget Tyler Erickson coming up, placing second multiple times.
Dude, he came out of nowhere. I seen him camp next to Jonathan at Dirt Surfers. I was camped next to those guys.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who he was, bro. And then next thing you know, he's on the podium. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh, shit.
He won Lemonade and he placed second at Dirt Surfers. And he placed really high. I think even second on time trials at Wheel Scorcher. I don't remember where he was, but I'm pretty sure he was right behind Luke. So he might be the sleeper this year, because he's been riding without footholds quite a bit as well.
Right.
And what? Those Hawaii boys too.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I can't sleep on Adonijah or Jafari, bro. Those guys are beasts.
I mean, this whole group is going to be just pushing each other hard. It's going to be wild.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
then don't forget about the returning champ. You
Tyler
know,
James.
you
Yeah.
got to take it from the champ.
Yeah. He's been him and like Austin been riding without footholds all year, so it's gonna be
We
pretty
still got
interesting.
the champ, Tyler James, coming back, you know, practically for a two-peat, but for his third championship.
We can't let
That'd be
that
something,
happen.
man. That'd be
he's
something.
such a good friend, but
Man,
can't let that happen.
that's going to be crazy. And also, you got, but before I even get there, let's talk about predictions. What are you guys' predictions, male and female? Let's start with you, Hannah. Top three.
Of course. Okay, so this is really difficult for me from on the female side of things because I've watched so many girls progress this year that it's so hard to say. Just like you said earlier, Ricky, this is anybody's race. There is a level of luck to this. You know, who can stay on their board and who can't. And I think it really takes like a careful analysis of how people ride when they're racing versus how people ride in general. You know, you notice that some people may be very talented and they're doing great and their qualifying times are great. And then as soon as they get out and they're racing, they make mistakes. You know, the nerves get to them. Race for the Rails, biggest race of the year. So there's going to be some nerves up there, you know, no doubt.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, from the beginning, I have always, from the moment that I met her, I've always been a huge Rachel Cecil fan. She is not only a very good friend of mine that, you know, I care a lot about, but she is an incredible rider. I think that the advantage that Rachel is going to have is the fact that she has trained so aggressively without footholds that she is comfortable without them. That's her happy place anyways. You know, she doesn't have to adjust. She doesn't have to prepare in that sense. You know, she is one with her board so much that when I'm riding, and I'm going through a lot of chunk and I'm having a hard time, I just think, just be one with your board, just like Cecil is. You know, she's really glued to it. So I would say, you know, I think between her and Zane Carter, okay, she is the rookie of the year, hands down. I just want to call it now. She's going to get rookie of the year at Float Life Fest, without a doubt. But she is such a fireball. Watching her ride this season, not only did it humble me, you know, this being my first season racing and this also being her first season racing, really, it was like, whoa, okay, this girl is really good at what she does. And she's incredibly sweet and kind too, which just is a cherry on top. But I think they're definitely going to make it top three. I think Mercedes is obviously across the board very talented. So it's a close shot, but I think if we're talking consistency, what have we seen at all of these events all year so far? You have Rachel and Zane, Rachel Cecil and Zane and Mercedes always sitting in that top three. I don't want to sleep on Rachel Payne. I think Rachel Payne is super fast, as well as my girl, Shreddy Spaghetti. That girl has been flying this year.
Hold on. It's called the hot seat because you only get three. You only get three. Now, what's your top three for the men? You can only have three.
Okay, I'm gonna say I think Rachel's gonna take it all for the third year, and I think Zane's gonna come in second. I think Mercedes is gonna get third.
Boom.
Guys, that's rough too. Okay, so my favorite guy racing in this community this year, outside of my husband, of course, he's not doing ORL, but Luke Austin, I want him to win. Like, I want to see Luke take it all because of his dedication to this sport and watching him living, eating, and breathing one wheel for the last couple of years has been incredible. And I would love to see him win because I think that he deserves it. Outside of that, you know, it's kind of hard. Like, Ortiz has my heart too. I really want to see him, you know, win and get to take it off. But between, I'm gonna say, I think it's gonna be Tyler James. Well, I think it's gonna be Luke Austin, Tyler James, and I think Brandon's gonna make it into the top three. So I'm gonna say Brandon too. I think he's gonna take it. Get a podium. If he tells himself he can do it, he's going there to get a podium. He's gonna leave with a podium. That's the power manifestation. So just keep talking that, keep speaking that into existence, and it'll happen.
Nice.
All right,
Brandon.
Yeah, I don't like doing this because I'm friends with like all of the guys.
This is called the hot seat, bro. We
That's
call
I
this the hot
know.
seat. It's all
So
good.
girls, I'm just gonna say kind of pretty much the same. I'm just going Rachel Cecil, Zane, and Mercedes, and probably 1, 2, 3 in that format. Just because Rachel's been racing without footholds, and she even beat everyone without footholds at Wheel Scorcher, which is kind of nuts.
She did.
Yeah, and then guys, I'm putting myself in there. I don't know where I'm gonna be in there, but I will say Austin. Yeah. Um, but let's say I can't put myself in there. I'm just going to go with that. I'll say Austin Silva, Luke Austin, and Tyler Erickson. I don't know which order that's going to be.
Austin Silva just tapped in just to hear
I'll
that prediction. What up, Austin?
I'll probably go Austin Silva first, Luke Austin second, Tyler third. Even though I want to see Tyler up there, I think he can do it. But if we're just looking at how much Austin and Luke have been riding, like constantly being on their board, but I don't know. I think any of them could be first.
Dude, those guys are hungry. Like they're living, one wheel, living and breathing one wheel for the past few years, and they haven't gotten that.
I know, and I want to see Austin take it, but I also want to take it. So he's taught me so much. And
you literally
you
have to want it back. You have to want it more
than
the guy next to you, and you honestly know how bad he wants it.
Yeah,
bro.
And I've met with Austin and picked his brain.
But I mean, riding next to a guy, like even if you haven't talked to him, you know how bad this guy wants that race.
100%.
Riding next to him, you can feel that, and it's like you have to just want it more, man. And it's like everybody says it, but not everybody really wants it as bad as the guy who gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I see you out there chasing it, man. A couple weeks early on your way to hit those trails, get familiar with the energy out there, and bro, like best of luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Like, I think it's gonna be probably the one of the most exciting races. Like talent wise, everybody's grown so much.
I'm not gonna make it easy for anyone.
Couple more.
Oh, I already know this, bro. I've seen you racing over the years, man. I've seen you racing over the years. Yeah.
So I got a couple more questions for you guys. I'm like, who is your favorite rider that you guys like to ride with? And out of all the trails that you guys hit, what are some of your favorite trail systems to hit?
I can go first. I would say my favorite rider to ride with is probably Tyler James or Bodie, because they're really fast, but at the same time, they bring this fun, this spirit of joy whenever they're out riding, and I miss that. And sometimes I get too focused on doing well that I don't have fun. And when I'm with those guys, they're just they always force that spirit out in a sense. Like, stop being so serious. They're just like they're just having a good ass time, you know.
That's awesome. So, shout out to Bodie. Shout out to Tyler James. I couldn't agree with you more, bro. Those guys are definitely fun to ride with,
man. Stoke machines, yeah.
For real.
What did you say?
Favorite trail system.
Oh, favorite trail system. Dang, that's crazy. I'd probably say Canuga, but actually I would probably say no. Where's that? The place that Wheel Scorcher used to be at is the Cherokee.
Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain's my favorite.
Fire Mountain.
Let's go.
Yes, I love.
I broke my tailbone there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those trails are so flowy. They last forever. It's like 10 minutes of downhill.
That's where I met Flo Jesus at.
Yeah.
Dude,
Maybe that's when I first met Hannah.
I think it was before Hannah, though. The first one was in 2022. So
she wasn't there yet.
No, that wasn't before me.
She was there.
I was there, and I broke my tailbone. I was gonna race. It was supposed to be my very first race as an amateur, which I've never raced amateur actually at all. But I was gonna race amateur, and I broke my tailbone, and I was in like a Cherokee Indian hospital, like for like 7 hours, and I'm like, babe, go practice. It's okay. Just leave me here. And he totally did, which I gave him permission. It was okay, but I definitely broke my tailbone there.
Wow. Dang. You recovered though, good, right?
Yep.
So it wasn't 22 then. It must have been 21 because you didn't break your
I think
tailbone when I
that
met
is
him.
true.
Yeah,
No, I think
I get it
he went
mixed
the
up
year
which
before that.
ones, but man, we rode the mountain and we each had like 3 boards, and he's like, "You want to ride another one? I got another board." I'm like, "Yeah, me too. Let's go." Boom, and yeah, that's been my boy ever since then. We're a sweaty mess at the end of it, and we're like killing
Yeah.
those trails. Fire
Yes.
Mountain is pretty cool. I'd like to see Wheel Scorcher go back to that
Definitely.
one of these
Totally.
times. One of these times, maybe Wheel Scorcher come up to Michigan, bro. See some of our trails. Never
Yeah.
know.
And what about you, Hannah? Who's your favorite person to ride with, and what are some of your favorite trail systems to hit, or which one?
So I gotta say, the favorite person to ride with is, I'm not gonna be able to give you one person for that one. I wish I could, but my husband is one of my favorites. He encourages me and pushes me to ride hard. He's very real with me, very blunt. You know, I'm struggling on a trail. He's behind me yelling, "Go faster!" So I enjoy having him behind me. My Float Tucky crew, they are just amazing. Like Yoshi, and Dave Lurson and his dad Jay, you know, Adam. We ride with all of them in Kentucky, and like we rode last weekend. I have more fun riding with those guys than I have all year. You know, they're just amazing. I got to give a shout out to Sarah Meeker. You know, this year Sarah and I for the first time kind of got to ride together, and she pushed me so hard. She's like, "Hannah, you're fast." Truthfully, I have to give her credit here, because she told me this year at Dirt Surfers, it was my first Dirt Surfers, I was so intimidated, and she looked at me and she was like, "Dude, you're fast, Hannah. Like, I don't know why you think you're not, but get the fuck in front of us right now. Me and Nikki are gonna chase you on this trail." And she just pushed me and pushed me and pushed me. So she gets a shout out too. But last but not least, above all else, my absolute favorite person to ride with is my best friend, Jamie Bryant. She is a hustler. She's been running her salon, and she bought a house, and she's been doing all these boss bitch things. So she hasn't been able to ride as much, but she's my favorite person to ride with, hands down. So I would trade any day of
She's
the week.
awesome.
To ride with her. I would do it.
That's up
She's amazing.
to Brian.
She's an amazing teacher too. Like I can't tell you how many things she taught me, and we haven't even had the opportunity to ride together nearly as much as everyone else this season. But anytime I'm with her, I take in new information and I become a better rider because of it. So, favorite trail system to ride on is hands down Tahoe. Kyle and I went on a cross country trek a couple of years ago, and we took a 2-week trip all the way to California from Ohio. We stopped in Colorado, we stopped in Nevada, we stopped in Tahoe, a couple different places in California. And those Tahoe trails, like those smooth, buttery trails when you're riding, and like you can just see trees and mountain ranges, and the trails are so flowy. I mean, there's nothing inhibiting your flow. Nothing. No rocks, no roots. It's like most of the trail is just get your speed and get your flow. And those are the best trails I've ever ridden. There was a moment in riding those trails where I'm like,
I feel like my
ever
favorite's
have
gonna
those
change.
Have you not been to
ever have
Tahoe yet,
those,
Brandon?
Not yet.
Oh,
dude,
Oh, bro,
they're
Soon.
amazing. I
like
you're
had
in for
one
a
of
treat, dude.
those
You're in for a
I
treat. The crushed
had one of
granite
those
there.
moments where
Amazing.
like you like feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful I'm alive right now.
yeah.
That's that feeling I got on Tahoe
If you
trails. Yeah.
haven't done Flume, get someone to take you to do Flume. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
Bloom
Yeah,
and then Clear Creek
they're
too.
incredible.
You want to check out Clear Creek, bro. That's a pretty sick. That's like a 20-mile downhill.
Yeah, it's just
Wow,
like
really?
trails. It's like, you could just keep on naming more and more trails. It's just amazing to go there.
Yeah, definitely special energy, dude.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to thank everybody for coming to our show. I wanted to thank Hannah. I want to thank Brandon. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to join our
Thanks.
our Instagram Live. Also wanted to thank our followers for coming and watching us and getting the lowdown on the Float Queen and Brandon himself.
Thanks for your time, guys. Good luck at Race for the Rail.
Thank you for your time.
Can't wait to watch you guys.
For putting it together. See you guys in a few
Always.
weeks.
Yes, we will. And we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Wheel Fun Stuff, Who else you got over there, Chris?
Burberry, London, Pack. Fuck out of here, man.
Like, you know, I got One Wheel Flowers. I got real fun stuff over here, of course. You know, shout out to the One Wheel Racing League, Future Motion. Shout out to Vest. Shout out to all those other riders. Shout out to the European Race League that's going on right now.
Yeah.
I've been watching your race going on.
Shout out to every one-wheeler that's one-wheeling, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep on pushing it. Make
Hell
this bigger
yeah.
than what it is. Spread the stoke. Let's go.
Sure.
Oh,
All right, peace,
yeah.
everybody.
Peace.
Guys, have a